Dear members of the jury of the All-Ukrainian Olympiad Step Toward Knowledge, I am Nazarій Форсюк, the 8th grade student of Netішинський academic lycey. Let me present my project on the topic, French borns in the English language. Every language evolves, changes, and is influenced by others. The English language is no exception. These influences occurred during various historical periods. The aim of my research is to explore French borrowings and the peculiarities of their integration into English. Accordingly, I have defined the following objectives: to identify the reasons of the circumstances under which French words entered the English language, to determine the main methods of borrowing, to identify and explain French loanwords in English, using specific examples. One of the main reasons for the widespread of French words in English is the Norman conquest of 12th century and the political activity of William the Conqueror. In 1066, when William I, Duke of Normandy, conquered England, he brought with him the Norman elite, who spoke French. After the Norman rule was established in England, French became the language of the ruling elite, while Old English remained the language of the common people. This period, which lasted for over 2 centuries, transformed the structure of the English language and significantly enriched its vocabulary. Examples of French borns from the Norman period: governance, parliament, government, familiar relations, parent, cousin, legal terms, accuse, defendant, military terms, army, battle, common words, hour, place, entertainment, feast, pleasure. The next major wave of French borrowings came during the post-revolutionary period of 1614-1616. In England, this was the Renaissance period, marked by major achievements in science, culture, and art. England expanded its ties with other European countries, especially France, which contributed to further word borrowing. These new borrowings differed from this of the Norman period, as they reflected in new phenomena and concepts. Examples of French borrowings during the Renaissance: everyday objects and phenomena, chains, chef, clothing and fabrics, blues, velour, social life and high society, favorite, vogue, food and cuisine, pork, beef, soap, legal terms, judge, protect, punishment. In addition to direct borrowing of French words, French also influenced the formation of new English words throughout prefixes and suffixes. The suffix EWS, a marker of feminine nouns, entered throughout French and gave rise to English words like goddess. For example, the prefix dis, which entered English throughout French, from French words like disappoint and disdain, began to be used to form new English words, such as disown. In conclusion, the borrowing of French words into English happened in several stages. The first, the Norman conquest, is one of the most important events in the history of British Isles and the English language. The second major period of borrowing was the Renaissance, a transitional era in the cultural history of Western and Central Europe. French borrowings in English reflect historical processes of cultural exchange, particularly the influence of the Norman conquest and the renewed interest in French culture during the Renaissance. It has been established that the main methods of borrowings were direct borrowing of words, adaptation, and tracing. The words borrowed during this period significantly transformed the vocabulary and the English language, especially in areas such as governance, law, art, and science. During the course of the study, specific examples of French borrowings were examined in the legal field, governance, culture, and arts. The future of such research lies in exploring how modern French words continue to influence the English language, but less actively today. So there are a lot of French words in such spheres as military terms, cuisine, legal terms, culture and art, and science. Thank you for your attention.